right, we are getting set for UFC 161 Saturday night, and here joining us, the smartest guy on earth, Roy Nelson, who will be stepping into the cage against Stipe Miocic. Were you able to get any of those shirts across the border, Roy? Because I understand they're doing phenomenal business.
They actually are. But if you're Canadian, you can just go to roynelson.com and just order it.
There you go. roynelson.com, everyone. That's the fastest plug we've ever gotten into an interview. You're coming off a great victory over Czech Congo. What was did you just want to get back into the cage very quickly? Was there something that, how did this whole thing arise that got you onto this card?
You know what? The UFC just called me up and, or called my management up and said, hey, you want to fight UFC 161? They needed a little star power, and then all of a sudden put me on the card, sells out.
We need star power. We got to knock on Roy Nelson's door.
You got to.
Tell us just a bit about getting ready for a guy like Stipe Miocic. We haven't seen him since September. What are some of the keys that have stood out for you here in this kind of abbreviated preparation for Stipe?
I'm just looking at his key elements that he wins by. The takedown and basically knocking people out. So basically just being aware of his takedowns and his right hand.
Have you been working with King Mo over the last couple of weeks?
I've been working with Mo. Ever since he's moved to Vegas, so Mo's been in my corner. I'll be in his corner right after this fight.
Have you seen any of his wrestling matches yet down at Ohio Valley Wrestling? I know he's been down in Louisville for a bit.
No, I watched. I actually watched one of them, and it's actually pretty funny. Like some of the stuff it's very entertaining.
You were talking a while ago about maybe going into the Royal Rumble. Was wrestling something that you were actually considering?
Yeah, no, I would love professional wrestling. That's the thing is it's definitely. I know how to do the entertainment side, especially in the MMA, and I just know how hard wrestling is. It's just trying to find the time to actually get the training in while doing MMA. It's kind of it's really tough.
Who do you think has a bigger upside in wrestling, King Mo or Quinton Jackson?
You know what?
Are you biased?
No, I'm gonna probably say probably Mo, just because he actually has that hardcore wrestling background, kind of like Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely that. I think they both have that mystique, and plus Mo still fights. Mm-hmm. So I think that adds a whole, because Quentin's kind of taking some time off, and right. I think he's trying to find that new love for back to MMA, and I think the one difference between Mo and him is Mo actually still loves MMA.
Is it something that you're not ruling out when you're done your fighting career, that maybe it's something you would look at?
I would love to do professional wrestling with fighting. I mean, it's totally two separate businesses, two different contracts, two different it's different. It's like me playing baseball. It's called playing two sports.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are looking forward to seeing you Saturday night. It is going to be Roy Nelson, Stipe Miocic, UFC 161, 10 p.m. Eastern on pay-per-view.